If you're listening to this, the cat is officially out of the bag.
I cannot wait. I know you and I talked about this when we heard the news a couple weeks ago, but we both thought that this was a no.
And we are super excited.
Attention startup leaders. Are you strapped for time but hungry for strategic insights? Introducing Managed Chaos, your go-to podcast for navigating the startup world in less time than your morning commute. Join us as we share expert advice, real-world examples, and actionable strategies to help you scale your business, allocate resources effectively, and achieve visionary results. Tune into Managed Chaos and join a community of like-minded innovators on the path to entrepreneurial success.
Welcome to a very special Managed Chaos podcast micro episode, we'll call it. I know our episodes are normally short. This one's going to be even shorter. But if you're listening to this, the cat is officially out of the bag, and we are coming to you live at South by Southwest in Austin this coming March. And we are super excited. Right, Rachel?
I cannot wait. I know you and I talked about this when we heard the news a couple weeks ago, but we both thought that this was a no. We thought that our moment had passed when they made the initial announcements, and it was really quite a surprise when we got that email.
It was. So we scrambled. Rachel was the one who found that the applications were open way back in July. We scrambled. I had some client travel coming up. Rachel had a few things going on, and we really kind of took 48 hours to put together our pitch on what we could bring you that would be the most valuable. Panel Picker started in August. I got some really positive reach outs on LinkedIn from people who thought that our actionable session would be so valuable for startup founders. But then we heard nothing. It was crickets. Literal crickets.
Yeah. I know. And I thought it was such great feedback from the community, even while it was happening. I mean, I think the Panel Picker is such a great idea, especially from a customer engagement perspective. Why not let the people who want to go decide what the session is about? And we got so lucky. We actually just thought that we would record a live session, maybe do an extra special episode, 1 hour long, or kind of an extended version. And they've actually given us the opportunity now to do a workshop. So we get to actually talk to people, see what they want to know firsthand, have some free consultation sessions. I mean, you and I have some really crazy ideas. I'm pretty excited about getting to have this little shift.
We are super excited. So essentially, what we are doing is a topic on managing the chaos of scaling your startup. And so the key takeaways that we're looking at bringing to you are process optimization. How are you implementing lean management? How are you using data analytics? How are you going to scale your team? How do you hire the right talent, build a scalable organizational structure? And then how can you leverage technology? What's the right tech stack to support your growth? Are you using, scalable cloud technology that can scale up and scale down? And probably many more, but those are going to be the top 3 takeaways. And Rachel, how are we going to decide how to approach the session?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this part. So we're opening it up to everyone who listens to our podcast and finds our website. So right now you can go and access a special page on our website at themanagedchaospodcast.com/SXSW, which stands for South by Southwest. And you can take a really brief survey to give your input about what exactly you want to talk about in this session. Yes, we have these 3 key themes and we have a lot of information to cover, but there's always nuance to the conversations Katrina and I have. I mean, I can't tell you how many times you and I have talked about something in advance to prep for one of our podcast episodes that we either go off the rails and talk about something else or completely don't talk about it because there's other things that come up organically. So there's lots of different ways that we could take these topics, and we really want to make sure it's valuable for the people who come. And so as part of that survey, you'll get to vote on the types of things you want us to bring to the table, as well as a free actual business consultation. So what does that mean? How does that happen? Katrina, we are going to let people submit conversations, stories, examples to us so that we can give them our best advice.
And we're going to anonymize it. So don't worry, we'll take out all identifying details, but you could potentially come to the session and get free advice from an operations professional and a marketing professional, leadership professionals on how to approach your situation that you're having at your startup. Doesn't necessarily have to be at a startup, could also be a scale up. So one of the things we're going to be looking for too in that survey is just a little bit more information about you, who's attending, what you're looking for. And then also, I don't know about Rachel, although I'm pretty sure it's my first time attending South by Southwest. So would love all of your advice and feedback and guidance on how to make the most out of the experience and what are the must-do things while we are in Austin.
That's absolutely right. So let's talk a little bit about that, because we are going to have an expanded agenda for the Managed Chaos podcast itself. So what does that mean? That means we are obviously going to attend the conference. We're really excited about that. We're waiting for the agenda with bated breath so that we also can take advantage of the incredible speakers and content and sessions. And we want to connect with you if you're there one-on-one and in groups. So we're going to put together some other events that pair well with the South by Southwest agenda so that you can meet us and you can come have conversations with us. And all of that will be posted in one of two places, either on the website, like I said, the managedchaospodcast.com /SXSW. It's really like a tongue twister. Or on our LinkedIn pages. So make sure that if you're not following Katrina and I on LinkedIn, go find us. You can find our links there on the website also. We would love to be connected to you, and we would love to hear what kind of things that we can really help you with, because we just want to make sure that this is something valuable for you, our listener, and you, our great attendees.
And just a quick reminder. So let's say you've stumbled on this video and you don't even have any idea what South by Southwest is. You can find them at their website, which is SXSW.com. And if you want to register, you're just going to put a /attend on that and find out more about both the conference and how to get tickets to the various tracks. The most important piece of information we're going to be presenting on the startup track, and the exact timing and details are more to come.
All right, I think that's what we got. It's a micro episode. Follow along. Make sure that you're with us on the Managed Chaos podcast, wherever you like to listen to your podcast.
This was another informative episode of Managed Chaos, the podcast for startups. You can find us on all of your favorite podcasting apps, as well as on Instagram and YouTube, where we are at Managed Chaos Podcast. For additional resources or to continue the conversation, you can find Katrina Purcell and Rachel Anderson on LinkedIn.